authorize the IRS to confirm.
Good morning from America's newest musical leader, all television. I'm your host, Geico. Got a commercial. Look on your screens. We're going home. Well, plan in the future today is CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.119.
Political leaders in Hawaii are
You need an
reviewing plans
invitation.
for
Don't complain.
emergency plans.
Oh,
in
they're
case they don't respond.
complaining.
Believe that the level
You
of
need an
tension between the United States and North Korea
RSVP.
is at the point where we should start
We
reviewing
haven't
emergency
extended that to you.
So just to be clear, and
Just
again,
to
I'm
be
not gonna get
clear.
into- I would just tell you that
I would just tell you, you need an
there are military
RSVP.
contingency plans for almost every scenario. In
Please
numerous
reserve. Please
aspects around the world,
reserve.
here at home, everything from humanitarian relief to refugee
Wednesday on
crises
today, Robert De
attacks.
Niro,
That is
Jane
military
Rosenthal, the
procedure.
Tribeca Film Festival, Sheryl Crow
To make
performs.
that in any way, shape, or form sound new would be a mistake. It is a standard operating procedure of the military. Plan for
Absolutely.
contingencies in a number of operations.
We
in a
love
number of
Mr. Spicer
hotspots throughout the world on a regular basis.
on a
With
regular
respect
basis.
to Korea in particular, that's been going on for decades.
That's been going on for decades.
How high does the president view the threat level from North Korea?
Again,
The threat
the
level.
president's made clear we're aware of the activities.
Everyone
that
say
they've
hello to
engaged in,
Majesty.
and we're monitoring them. And
Hi,
the
guys.
national security team continues to keep them up to date.
Everyone say hello to Majesty.
One of the reasons why successive
Say hello.
administrations has chosen to negotiate
In
with leaders in North
RSVP.
Korea is
You're
because
stealing.
they believe that there are no good military options to deal with. Does
You
this
can't
president believe that
invite
there are viable military options to deal with
yourself.
North Korea?
Again, I'm not. I understand that, but
Don't invite
I think
yourself.
taking anything on or off the table in itself, limiting your
Today's
options. to
singer
some
Sheryl
degree. And so I'm
Crow,
not gonna
comedic
discuss it totally.
Eliza, Sheryl singer on Freedom, Truth and Eliza. Don't invite yourself.
Powers had irregularities in it.
My understanding is there's an international commission that is reviewing this and issues a
Don't invite
report 10 to
yourself.
12 days. And so we'll wait and let them do their job. There were international monitors throughout Turkey. And
Today's
we'll let
tape
the-
Sheryl Crow again.
I think at this
That's a
point,
lot of
I don't think
Jim
I think
Crows.
we'd rather not get ahead of that report and start to make
NBC, a
decisions
lot of crows.
without knowing. There were observers there, as there routinely are,
God.
and I'd rather wait and see.
And just beyond the irregularities, just the
Beyond the
act
regularity.
that Erdogan is going through to try to accumulate these
Ralph.
powers. What does the president make of that?
Again, I'm not going to, they have a right to have
Access Hollywood Live, Kelly
elections.
Rowland
other
tomorrow.
people participate in that
12.
before we start getting into
What's 40 minutes
their
from
governance
there?
system. Let this commission get through its work.
Cheryl Ladd and Lisa Joyner.
President says that regarding North
We
Korea's
have an appointment at
strategic patience is over.
12:40.
What does that mean exactly?
The era of strategic patience was a policy that the Obama administration
Obama
enacted
administration
to basically wait and see.
Basically,
I think we have now understood
now
that policy
understood
is
that.
not one that is prudent for the United
Hello,
States. I think That's why
Majesty.
you've seen stepped up efforts, particularly with respect to China.
Majesty.
And that's why I think the relationship that the president really is building
Majesty.
on.
You guys, it's
Down in
Majesty.
Mar-a-Lago with President Xi
That's right.
is hopefully going to produce results. And so
We're going to produce
part of it is
results with
to actively
Majesty.
engage with world partners like
We
China
can't
in particular,
engage
that
with
have
strangers.
economic and political influence that they can utilize.
We can't. We just can't do that.
Start some sort of talks with North Korea.
Well, let's see.
Absolutely.
Again, I'm not going to get ahead of the policies right now.
Thursday on Today, Ron Howard, genius, actor Dean Cain,
That's
ultimate bike buying guide, wild animals.
Korea. You're doing it today. You've done it before. You've stood at the podium and said you don't want to telegraph.
On today's
the views of the
comedic
president.
Whitney Cummings, singer Barry Manilow, junk food, the joy food, Bobby's Buzz,
Unpredictable than Kim Jong-un.
Access Hollywood Live, Simon Violence, and Sasha Farber.
Well, I
Dancing with the
respectfully
Stars.
disagree. I think that the rest of the world would
Eva
be active,
Gutowski,
in Syria in particular.
the toe. We saw toe cars all
Not
over the
just world
place.
community, but here at home,
You've
on
got
a bipartisan
Gutowski,
basis, applauded the president's actions.
a toe trap.
I think absolutely, but it's not. It's
People
I think
running
when
on the
you
Walk
look at
of
the fact
Fame, they should have a
we talked about
rule.
it a minute ago, when you look at
No
some of the
running on the
actions
Walk
we've
of
taken in the
Fame.
past, Mosul being
You're
an
a
example,
hazard,
where
running
we
around all over the
came in
place.
and started to explain what we're going to do and when we're going to do it.
You're a
That takes
hazard.
a huge element off the table of not only surprise but
table.
achieving the effect that you're trying to do.
You're
So
trying to do.
the world community,
The
and
real
especially
community,
the more that he meets
The
with world
more
leaders in developing relationships,
and develop a
repairing
relationship
and reasserting the U.S.
and
place around the
reasserting
globe,
U.S.
it should be reassuring to not
Reassuring
just
to We're looking
here at
at
home,
Wednesday's
but around the globe, people
schedule.
are excited that
A
the president
Fox
is
News
taking action
channel, Kelly
decisively. So,
Megan.
You're not taking options
Your
off the
transfer
table, including
successful.
military options. Defense
Your
officials have
transfer
estimated for a long time that
successful.
war on the Korean Peninsula will cost thousands of lives, economic
From Fox to
devastate South Korea.
NBC.
Is this to be read then as an acceptance of that risk by the Trump administration?
Law and Order on Hitler
so
Day.
again, I think
No,
the
this is
point
Wednesday.
you get into a series of hypotheticals about what
Wednesday, Law and
you
Order.
off
The
table,
SVU
do this or not that.
investigates
At some
you.
point, you really start to
The
narrow
S.
your options.
On top youth hockey team after a savage hazing takes
doing that,
place.
begins to give the
Good Lord.
enemy, the opponent, whatever it is in any
Add this to
particular case,
Wednesday.
whoever he's, even if it's just a negotiation, the options of knowing where to go
Negotiation.
and where not to go. And so the president's been very clear that
Good
not
morning,
taking
you guys.
options off
It's
the table
Anaya.
gives us a stronger hand.
Do you accept the risk of war?
I didn't know.
We don't
because,
accept
again,
that. Sorry.
By what you're trying to do is to get us to take
What you're
something
trying
off.
to do
At the
is
end of the day, we will always act
we will always
in America's
act
best interest to
in our
ensure
best
that
interest.
our national interests
Our
are
national
protected.
interest.
And so if we were to say that
So
we're taking
if we
something
were to
off the table
say
in any way, shape, or form,
any
that
way,
would
shape,
limit
or
what we have to
form,
do. We are going to make sure
we are
that
going to make
do what
sure.
we have to do to protect our national
This
interests.
is a
Obviously,
nameless currency.
with respect to
Say
South
it
Korea,
slowly.
we've been very clear. Vice
No
President spoke very clearly
money from
about
us.
the need to strengthen and cement the
Currency
alliance that we have with South Korea during this
divorce.
visit.
I don't want to belabor the point, but I just want to be clear.
You guys got that.
Which is something you talked to us about. If you're not taking options off the
Don't
table,
invite yourself.
that can be read as you're accepting the fact
No,
that
I
We
think
can't
that's
be
a
led.
stretch.
That's right.
That's a
We
stretch.
can't.
I think don't.
This
That's
is
the
an
point.
informal
I'm not-
conversation of
no,
our love
It's
lives.
not a question of taking the risk or not taking the risk. Again, you can
And we're
start
here to be
imagine very dangerous
investigated.
paths Of will you use this?
Yeah,
will
we're
you
here
not
to be
use that?
investigated.
The president's very clear, and I think everybody who's been briefed on him, and I think when you look at the quality of the national security team that's surrounding him, by all
And that's clearly
accounts,
not what's happening
probably the
here.
best in our nation's history in terms of
My job is
all
to
across the
prevent
board.
the ID
You know that the
department
president is getting unbelievably sound and
irreconcilable
strategic advice on how to protect our national interests. Brian.
Their national interest is half of our income.
He dismissed North Korea and said,
And you can't
"It isn't a
invite
threat,
yourself.
you can't go through with it." So what changed? What's our goal in North Korea?
Your goal
What's
is
the strategy?
unattainable.
What's your response to the critics who say that this is just blue
We have to
smoke
eat our
and mirrors to hide some of
vegetables.
the problems on the White House staff and some of the failings?
And that's
domestic
why, because
socialism?
we're eating vegetables.
I don't think there's anybody in
And
the
that
world
goal is going to be
would not
increased when we eat our
believe that
vegetables.
North Korea's actions are both provocative and a concern. So the actions that we're taking
So
are
we've
extremely-
decided
That it was
they're appropriate.
that you have to
justified. What we're doing
RSVP.
is working with the world community.
Thank
and
you,
as I
guys.
mentioned multiple times today, especially China, which is really acting
We
in a
love
historic
China.
way to ensure that
Really.
our national interests and the safety of the
National
peninsula is protected.
interest cannot be
So what about the
obtainable.
problem?
It's
The
just
problem
that
there is what about the
simple.
criticism from people on the Hill who say you're just hiding a domestic agenda that isn't working?
This is autonomous
I've
currency.
never heard that. I haven't heard that criticism. Okay, well, we travel in
And I'm
different
from.
circles. But I look, I don't think that there's anybody.
We're traveling
who
on Metro
honestly
today.
believes That, after seeing the launches
Everything
that they're taking
is
and the work that they're
majesty.
undertaking,
Majesty.
any attempt to
Majesty.
protect our country and our national
Majesty.
interests is
Majesty.
anything other than the right and justified thing to do. Francesca.
If it's anything else, please provide your name, phone number, and we'll be glad to address that.
That contradicts what other White House officials have said.
It was an unsuccessful launch.
Unsuccessful
So you just
yesterday.
misspoke in the Fox and Friends interview. There's no specific
Very
evidence that this
unsuccessful.
was some sort
No,
of
it was an unsuccessful.
We've got to go, you guys. We'll
launch.
talk to you guys later.
You're welcome. Glenn.
Sean, you talked about strategic, the end of strategic implications.
Please don't invite yourself. Please
Context of,
RSVP,
attempting to expand.
and we'll
China's
gladly
pressure.
accept your
Do you believe
invitation.
China has the power
Absolutely.
to change North Korea's behavior if they choose to do so? Then a follow-up.
That's very inappropriate.
That's a good question. I think they can definitely try. There's economic and political points.
Thursday on
They could be
ABC. That's
pushing,
what they have planned.
Whether or not they achieve that outcome is yet to be seen. But I think that there's a lot of influence
Oh,
that
hell.
they could exhibit in both
Yeah,
of those
oh,
areas,
hell.
and we'll have to see. And that's but it's
Our
clearly the
first
prudent
sprint
thing for the
phone was
president to
bought
do
this
to try to
day.
build that
Why was
relationship
that?
with President Xi and
With
see
You're
if we
the
can achieve an
man.
outcome that's in all of our best interests. Jonathan.
You're the man.
How
Like,
concerned are you that the uptick in the language?
why was that first phone bought this day?
Tweets
And
could potentially
Hathaway.
provoke unintentionally military action.
We gotta
Is
go.
there
Let's talk to you guys
concern
later on the
that
other
A lot
show.
of the words that are being
Anthony Bourdain. I don't know.
could have an unforeseen
He's on
impact.
the hit
Just
the show.
explain to me from the president's
Lord.
briefing how concerned he is of the risk of an unintentional conflict.
It's still not
I
salt
don't
in
think that's there.
here.
I think we're taking
Yeah,
all the
he's the
appropriate
hypertension.
and prudent
This is
steps. Jonathan.
I've got a question on North Korea and China, but first a follow-up on
We
the
gotta go
tax
there.
question. You've been asked about this obviously 1,000